So what is it like to work with Bizmates? Do you want to apply in Bizmates? Interested? You better stick around and watch till the end of this video. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to another episode of GeoTube, and right now we are going to talk about Bizmates, okay? So again, this is not an in-depth review of Bizmates because, well, it's not even a month that I am working with them, okay? So I actually started working with them in July of this year. I was actually hired in June, but I officially, in a way, I officially started working with them in July 23rd. So I started to open my slots on that month and on that date. So what is it like to work in Bizmates? I'm going to tell you. So before I'm going to shed light on what it's like to work in Bizmates, let me take you back on the application procedure of Bizmates first. Because you know why? The application procedure or application process in Bizmates is very efficient. It's very efficient. I would say it's very professional. You would actually feel that this is a real company. This is a big company. Hindi ito basta-bastang company. Because the moment you entered their website and you click apply there, of course, you will fill in your details, your email address and everything. And then you will immediately get an instant reply from them. Okay, so the moment you click submit that you have an intention to apply, you will immediately get a reply from them immediately that, they are asking for more details about you. So actually when you receive that reply, so that's the time that you will bring everything on the table, okay? You will fill in your name, your experience in teaching, your background, everything about you. And they will also require you to record a video of yourself, introducing yourself. And then I think there is also a quick test, a quick exam. Step one is you fill in some details about you that you have an intention to apply, you submit. And then the second step is that once you receive a reply from them, that's the time that you will fill in your details. Some of your details, well, not some, but all of your details actually, so that they will contact you after you submit that. If they are interested, if they are interested in you, they will contact you. If you passed the first that is actually the first screening. If you will pass the first screening, they will contact you. If you get rejected, then you will also get a reply from them. That's the best thing about Bizmates. That's what I like about the company. If you get accepted or not, they will get a reply. If you get rejected, you'll still get a reply telling you that you are not the one that they're looking for. And that should, that dapat ganyan eh, yung mga ESL companies na, asking people, for applicants, If you get rejected, then mag-reply kayo. And well, I have actually sent application to this company. I don't know kung company ba ito. I was actually interviewed, and the interviewer was actually telling me that, okay, you will get a reply in 2 to 3 days time. And I thought, that I did well on the interview. So I was waiting and waiting and waiting until it's more than a month actually of waiting. She's not replying. And ang daming require sa akin ang company na yun. Then she required me to record a video of myself na exactly 1 minute, and then yung mga questionnaires and everything, yung resume, and then I should put everything in zip file. I submitted, and then I passed the first screening. I got the interview. The interview lasted for I think it was 20 minutes. And then she asked me, she told me that, I will get a reply if I passed the interview or not. And it's amazing kasi hindi siya nag-reply after a month. And I don't know who is she reporting to. I think she's the one doing everything by herself. I don't think she's getting reports or not. Or I don't think that she's submitting reports or not to this company that she's working with. Okay, so enough with that company. Let's go back to Bizmates. I'm just airing what I felt, because I don't like companies who don't reply to you. Well, it's not the company, the company, I don't think a company is built based on unprofessionalism. It's the people who are actually working with that company, working for that company, are making bad impressions about that certain company. Okay, so let's go back to Bizmates. The application process is really, really efficient. It's very professional. And then after the interview, actually, if immediately on that day, if you pass the interview, then you will get a reply. If they are still having second thoughts of accepting you, you will get a reply in 2 to 3 days time. So that's it. If you get accepted or not, Bizmates will reply to you, to your email, will reply to you. That you will get an instant reply in a way. Na-hired na ako sa Bizmates, and then this is actually the result. You're seeing the white background because we are actually required to have a white background. So kasi hindi white yung background ko, off-white siya eh. So nagpa-print ako. I mean, it's not printed. This is just a tarpaulin. So I put it like that. And I don't like it, Hindi siya maganda for this, for vlogging like this. But I'm just showing it to you, na ganito yung itsura ng office ko. Because of the white background, it's not really good at, this one. Okay, what is it like to work with Bizmates? You will get to have your own schedule, okay? In a way, you are your own boss in a way. So it's up to you kung mag-open ka ng slot ng like 4 a.m. That's the earliest times that they are offering. It's up to you really. You can open from 4 a.m. until 11:30 in the evening, okay? So if in a way, kung walang nag-book sa'yo, then you can close the slots, You will not get penalties for that one, unlike other companies that you are getting a lot of penalties. Now, if you're going to ask me kung marami bang students, I cannot really say na marami or konti lang yung estudyante. Because, hindi ako full-time nag-work sa kanila. I have only limited slots. And fortunately, yung mga inopen kong slots, may mga nag-book naman. Okay? So, there are times that I'm opening slots at 10:30 in the evening or 10 o'clock in the evening and then until 11:30 and I get two bookings in a way. And sometimes I open slots in the morning and may mga nag-book naman, yung mga ganon. Hindi siya puno, okay? But there are students who are booking on my open slots. What I'm only trying to tell you is that if I am opening slots on this particular time, like 8 a.m. or 9 a.m. or on a particular period, like 8 a.m. to 11 a.m., meron akong mga natatanggap na mga bookings din. May mga nag-book naman. And well, I'm still new in the company, so I don't think I will be getting a lot of bookings like the people who are working with the company for a long time. So again, I cannot really say kung marami o konti lang yung mga estudyante, but I'm getting bookings, okay? I'm getting booked in a way. What makes Bizmates really interesting is that you will get to meet a lot of students or a lot of clients. We call them clients and we call ourselves as trainers, not teachers, okay? So they are our clients. So you will get to meet a lot of clients from different walks of life, Japanese. This is a Japanese company. They mainly cater to Japanese clients, people who are up there, and people who are, well, mostly people who are up there. People who are working in a particular company for a long time, like 25 years, and they are holding these high positions already in the company. So it's really interesting because I'm learning a lot from them as well. And apart from me imparting my knowledge in the English language, I am learning so much about the culture of Japan. I've been to Japan many times already, but I haven't really got the chance to speak with a Japanese native for like 25 minutes, every day. To be able to speak to a Japanese person and talking about their life, talking about their company, talking about just about anything, and talking to them in general, I get to learn a lot from them. One thing that I learned is that if you are in Japan, if you are Japanese, okay, or probably for a foreigner maybe, but if you are working in a particular company and once you sign that contract, that means you have a lifetime contract. I mean, that is your contract. So it's really up to you if you want to work somewhere else or not. If you want to remain in the company because you're happy in the company, then do so. That is why that every time I ask a client, a Japanese client, every time I ask them, how long have you been working at the company? And they will say that, I've been working with them for 25 years, 20 years, 15 years, and they are working for the same company alone. And sabi ko, wow, ang galing naman. I mean, you were working in one company for a long time already. Don't you want to go? Don't you want to go somewhere else and look for greener pastures? And they would always say, "Na, well, I love the company, and once you sign the contract, that is your contract. Forever. It's a lifetime contract in a way. It's not saying that you are bound to work with the company forever, but." If it's that in a way, parang wala siya expiration. That is what they're telling me. And also, one thing that I will never forget, they told me that, for Japanese women who are working in Japan, they are actually more of an advantage compared to men. Why? Because women in Japan get to have a maternity leave for up to 3 years and paid daw siya. The first 2 years are paid, and it's up to you if you want to go back to work on the third year. That is what they told me. So, ang ganda, no? Paid leave for 2 years. And then you have a choice if you want to go back to work immediately after 2 years. Because 3 years daw yung paid, yung maternity leave. There's one thing lang na medyo, a lot of people are complaining, or not really complaining. A lot of applicants are not pursuing their career in Bizmates. Is this tax, okay? So you need to get to have a COR with your name on it, and with a official receipt with your name on it as well. So you need to go to the BAR to do that. And majority ng mga ESL companies dito sa Philippines are not requiring people to have original receipt, okay? With your name on it, or walang taxes eh. Most ESL companies in the Philippines have no taxes, deduction sa sweldo. But with Bizmates, there is a tax, okay? 10% tax, or even 20 if you get to earn more, like I think 250,000 in a year. So if you're earning below that, then you get to have 10% deduction. Actually, yun lang ang medyo downside ng Bizmates. And I'm going to talk more about that COR, BIR thing in another episode. So I'm not really complaining about this one, but for people who have no idea about how to get your COR or your original receipt or filing of the ITR and everything, this can be kind of like a tedious work for people who have no idea about this thing. Okay, so I think that's all for now. I'm not going to talk so much about Bizmates. Again, this is an in-depth review because I've been working with them for barely a month. But so far, so good, I'm not working with them full-time, part-time lang. Sometimes I'm working with them for 2 hours or 3 hours in a day. I'm opening slots 3 hours, up to 3 hours in a day. And kahit hindi siya book lahat, but I get to have students, and I get to meet very interesting people, people in Japan, Japanese people. And I love talking to them, and I love talking to them face to face, I'm learning so much from them, and I love it. And the materials from Bizmates, ang ganda ng mga materials nila. So you don't actually have to be a teacher or an online ESL teacher to work with Bizmates, because Bizmates is not primarily an English institution, It's not primarily an English school, okay? Bizmates is not primarily an English school. That is why we call ourselves as trainers, We train our clients, we don't call them students, we train our clients to become successful in their field, and of course, by way of using the English language. So we get to immerse ourselves in the corporate world using English terms, English business terms in a way. Okay, so I'm going to make a review about Bizmates later on, maybe 2 months of working with them or 3 months of working with them. But right now, this is just 1 month, barely 1 month, of working with Bizmates. And again, so far, so good. So if you want to work with Bizmates, you can contact me on my email address below, okay? So email me, huwag dito sa comment. So just email me and let me know that you have an intention to apply in Bizmates. Alright, so thank you so much guys for spending again a little bit of your time with me, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel, GeoTube. Click that subscribe button and don't forget to click that bell button as well so you'll get updates on my videos later on. Alright, thank you so much and see you next time.